Thank you so much for collaborating with us today. And it's like a very important topic which we are discussing today. I would like to thank on behalf of Ankita and the whole New Era Bonds team. To begin with, if we say what is work life balance, then in today's world, when in the digital era with a lot of devices, we carry our offices at home and we carry home in offices, more of work life integration. That how well we integrate our work and life together. When you are working in a corporate sector, what is the real time challenge which you are facing right now?
Yeah, the challenges which we face while managing work-life balances. When I'm working from office, there is challenges for commutation. If I'm commuting to work and there is traffic, then that's a challenge. Deadlines, managing deadlines is another challenge. Always, no, there will be meetings, and sometimes there are fixed office hours. So meetings, fixed office hours, commutation.
Metro cities of India like Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, commute is a big challenge. And often, like, we have to reach office, we have to drop off the kid. Very well said. So, Tarun, when I discussed as a female employee, my challenge was like juggling the house responsibilities, the child care with the job. So, what was happening? There was no equal partnership at home as well as workplace. So, what I mean by equal partnership of workplace is that my team, there are 10 members in a team, then two are highly involved in and working together, three are averagely involved, and three are like not at all interested. So I'm not talking about just equal partnership of a husband or a family or a kid at home, but equal partnership at work and home both. Okay, because you all will understand that if something goes wrong in home, then it has to come like, okay, because the woman is working, not paying attention to the kid, not paying attention to the home. As well as in office, the same women, when goes in the office or something happens in the project, then because you are going early to pick your child, giving more time to your child and less in office because you have a small child. So I term it as an equal partnership, whether it's a family setting or a corporate a team setting. This was like my struggle which I was not able to manage, and it then turned out into burnout, and the easiest step which I thought was to quit and take a break.
The 80-20 law is the biggest problem, I think, for everyone, male or female. Like most of the responsibilities or major tasks are loaded on those 20% people who are working seriously and know how to work. Maybe in the bustle to get the work done fast, they are ignoring those 80% lot. And now they are talking about raising the working hours. But again, if we don't like focus on efficiency, like if we don't develop those 80%, till then the problem will not be solved, even if they work like 24 hours, because we have to develop them first, those 80%, then only those 20% will be in peace. Like my problem is if I'm out of the 20%, workload will be more on me, right? I have to work more for those 80% who are not working or working
Yes.
less, are not able to perform. And
Mhm.
regarding salary hike and all, it is never at par the inflation itself.
It also comes to the work culture which we are creating. If an employee is satisfied and like is getting the same energy reciprocation from like the work culture, then he is ready to give more hours, and many people today are giving more hours. When we heard like this comments from like senior executives of different companies that let's increase the work week, or they are just motivating because they are the top leaders, they are getting that motivation at their level because they are like top senior levels. So what was your reaction when you saw that in social media?
So the conversations which is happening, these are trending also these days. So here they have covered various aspects. So definitely, they are directly or indirectly touching about our family time, right? And also,
Mhm.
no, when you look into say 90 hours a week. So I do the calculation. Then if it is a 6 days, figured out that 15 hours for 6 days, if you work, then it will come up to 90 hours work week. Or if we have to have 70 hours working, then definitely this calculation again, 5 days if I'm working, I have to work 14 hours. Definitely if you are doing 1 hour commutation, 1 hour or 2 hour commutation coming to office, and uh, definitely it will be like 15 to 16 hours you are spending time which is outside your family. Also there are multiple aspects which I see. Is one is how do we, if I'm working 15 hours, how do I do the stress management? Definitely there is a health aspect also. There has to be something which is sustainable. So if someone is able to work for 15 hours or 14 hours, I am sure that keeping all these aspects, the family aspect, then there is your fitness and health aspect, and definitely productivity. How would you improve on the productivity for completely working on 15 hours and then ensuring that there's no fatigue? Because in a stretch, if you work 2 hours or 3 hours, your productivity starts decreasing. So these were the 5 areas where I started looking into or thinking about how do we cope up, or how will we be able to manage all these times. So I would say, as per recommendation of WHO, also, we have to spend some time doing physical activity. When it comes to IT jobs, that also means that 15 hours or considerable part of your day. So we have 24 hours in a day. So more than 70% of your time is getting spent in sitting or doing work which is not physical. So definitely it will kind of impact your health, and you would need to have some exercise routine also, which also needs to be accounted. So it becomes very difficult because there's a sleep management which you have to do, because you have to have sound sleep for say 6 hours, then you should have some physical exercise. And we also have social life, because if we don't have social life or family time, then there is a stress, mental stress, which will also come. So all these aspects, definitely I felt that okay, can be taken when there is tough situation, deadlines, but definitely these are not sustainable.
Working hours, these should be like it should be a win-win situation between the personal aspirations. Maybe everybody doesn't want to be Narayan Murthy. That is also an aspect. My aspirations are not that big, so it should be an amalgamation between the task responsibilities plus your personal. And they're changing two thought process at the same time. Like a person can work more than 8 hours, plus person can work more than 5 days. So, and they are very
Yes.
dangerous. These thought which these legends are putting in the society are very dangerous. That's not good for the work culture. So, and secondly, from where I started, that we should work on efficiency of a person. If he is not able to do the work in that stipulated time, we should work on the efficiencies. Just increasing the time doesn't it won't help, I guess. Like I heard some morning some employer that मुझे lazy लोगों को नहीं रखना है. So the other person asked, what is your criteria? How you decide that giving long work hours will promote the hard work? Even for long hours, a person can sit and do nothing.
But in my holistic well-being, social life is important, doing arts is important, and taking care of my child is important, giving family time is important. So this was my reaction. But I also think that people are overreacting and trolling. So what this gives is like a culture where some putting up your opinion is not respected.
70 hours, 90 hours, and somebody said in recent 120 hours also. People who are working, they are working for this many hours, and people doesn't want to work, they are not working even 35 or 40 hours, which is minimum required. So and be in this social media what you call era, things which are like work-life balance, which is a very, very important piece of for everybody to have balance their personal life and work life in this phase, in this social media world, where everybody put their opinions and their views first instead of without evaluating what exactly and what is the background of the or context which was put forward. But like it is being discussed more instead of implementing or acting in real life. And yeah, it's and again it's personal individuals who are in that workforce and doing some productive work. It's up to them also how much they are contributing. Are they really productive for the company and doing and also managing their work? So at this point, if anybody it is different for every persona. It's a different use case. Like if somebody who is a accountant working in a small firm, he will slog for long hours and try to finish because he is the only accountant working for that organization, right? In a big organization, when there is a pool of people who are working in a distributed environment and task is been delegated, and managers who are there who are managing them, if they are doing their job correctly, then nobody has to slog that much. So I usually plan a week ahead. Mondays are my Monday. I start very early. My work, I work from UK, and I start my day early because my offshore team joins before, so I start according to their time, 10 o'clock. So my time is 5:30, 6 o'clock. Mondays are my busiest day, and I plan for entire week so that I don't have to compromise on my personal space, because by the end of 5 o'clock evening I close my work laptop. That's how I work actually. Yeah.
I really liked your point where you said like we are talking more and acting less. Yeah,
Yes.
so like people are doing that and there are different scenarios. You are giving so many hours. So are you feeling motivated at work? Like is your work culture really good? What do you want to say about that?
So see, if we have chosen, if we opted for a job, and we have chosen because we applied for job, we got been offered a job, okay, and we have been given a responsibility. Definitely this would be a your job interest area only you're working. So motivation doesn't come by comes by default, like it is like breathing. My strategy, how I have done in my work places, like I never stayed in the same role for long duration. Like I try to scale up myself, keep enhancing my skills, or
Mm-hmm.
keep trying to look out what my boss is doing. I used to go and talk to them, then asking them, if you are doing this work, can I help you in this? That's how I used to try to scale up in role, and that way I always keep stepping up. Even I won't name the company, but I will tell you, I worked in one company where people say it's a government company and the growth is not there. I stayed there for 10 years, but my growth was maximum in that 10 years. Every 2 3 years I have scaled up in the role. I joined as a tech lead, and I when I resigned that company, I was enterprise architect, solution architect role I was doing. So that's how it's up to individual how they takes the scenario. Keep motivating themselves by self only, and not depending on others to come and motivate you. It's your life, you have to take care control of that.
Mm-hmm. Very well said. So sometimes personal dissatisfaction also we just throw it on the work culture of the company. So if you are at wrong place, like it's not the company's fault. Very well said. That's also a new perspective and a different perspective.
Once we make a choice that we are working in this industry, it depends on us also how we manage our work life balance. It's very important. Because if I am pitching some product to a customer and he's finishing his job and then responding me after 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., so it's my responsibility to say yes, or we'll talk tomorrow, or take follow up from that client regarding my product I'm talking. So sometimes the job requires this kind of work life balance. You have to respond to customers according to their timing. Sometimes this also happens. So in that case, your seniors also have to understand that. And so I'm taking out some time before 5 p.m. and I'm working after 5 p.m. So my seniors should also understand requirement in that kind of profiles. So that's what I wanted to say, Kriti.
The higher number, which I will say 90 hours work per week, is challenging. But yes, it's achievable. But definitely, this is a stretch goal which has to be met by both companies or the organization which is hiring, or the employer, and the employee. So I will list down, I just prepared a list of things. So when we say that 90 hours per week is the working hours, it should be including the transport or commutation time, and the corporates or the organization should help employee commute conveniently by offering them allowances, car lease, making the commutation easier for them. Second thing is it should also include social and cultural events. So definitely when you work in an organization, they should provide you various activities, facilities where you don't get to see the monotonity. So your mental health, you feel happy to work, you become part of the organization as a family. Then definitely the motivation and goal should also be there, and employees should be motivated. There should not be a lot of wastage of work or effort. The management should take care that people who are contributing are rewarded accordingly, and the work they are given is also as per the prioritization and customer needs, and all care has to be taken in the proper assignment of work and task to employees, so that they
Mhm,
are focused on things that matters. And also
mhm,
the corporate should be thankful to that family, because when someone is working hard, so the corporate should also take care of the family. One way they can take care of family is providing flexible working hours, right? So providing some facilities for family members also, like some crash in the office, or allowing people to bring their kids to office, and also providing them healthcare facilities, and providing facilities like meditation room. They should make sure that employees are happy working in the office as well as in their remote working places as well, and providing them the right training. As an employee, person at individual level also have some of the responsibilities which they should take. So first responsibility is they should ensure they are doing proper time management, ensure that their productivity is getting improved over time, and then they also have to have a healthy lifestyle so that they don't get into sickness or health issues. And when I talk about health, it's both physical and mental. So they should take care of social life, engaging. If you are very introvert, you should also involve yourself into various social activities which is within the office or outside the office, in your apartment or your residence, with your relatives, friends, and family members. So have good family life, social life, because this will help you to come up with proper stress management. And exercise, definitely, you have to keep doing, because more you work, more you are doing sedentary work, and in long run this could have health impacts as well. And definitely, self improvement is the word I will say. There should be a focus of employees on self improvement, so that they can create better impact. And this way, if corporates and individuals, they take this as a challenge, that yes, for nation building we want to kind of contribute more or to maximum level. So again, I won't go with exact numbers because this may differ from person to person. More important is the quality of work rather than the quantity. But yes, we should take it as a challenge, and professionals to be more successful. I don't take the shorts or reels very seriously, because these are some clips. So what the person said before and after is missing. So maybe we don't have the proper context, because we can kind of clip some seconds and maybe have some misinterpretation also, because that context is lost. So what I would say, or what I will uh, take it as a kind of challenge is, for nation building, every person should contribute to their best, and definitely at individual level and as a corporate level, we should ensure that people are enabled to give their maximum.
So, Tarun, when I heard about your closing statement, what I think is like many companies are doing the points which you have stated, from gym to family events to exercises and everything. So that is in place. Okay, and employees are also very motivated. We have different types of employees, so that is also in place. But when we go into the root cause of why these two systems are not working, then what I feel is like the people are not aligned with the same goal. There's more of a people's problem, because if I'm in a team and I'm going gym in my working hours in office, there's an office gym. So many managers take it nicely, but many managers also come and say that just don't go between 9 to 7, just try to go after 7, all those things as well. So I think I'll just bring this point again, that it's also the work culture we collectively set up. Okay, because all these things, researchers have given you these results. The company is trying hard. There is like HR vertical, health and safety vertical, everything. Those people are really trying hard. But the real problem is in actual implementation. What's your dream culture? What's your dream culture? What's your dream company culture or working hours you wish for? So,
Dream situation or workplace, it's next to impossible. You won't get 100% role to role match what you desire and company also having it. It will be somewhere 60 to 70% might match. I recently changed job, and I was this company I was following and trying to get into this company for a long time, but I like right time and right role was not coming up. Eventually last year I got a role in this company and I joined this company, and still what I'm finding is the role which I only selected is not exactly what I was looking for. So it's 50-50 match. So there is no if you want to have like, don't expect everything the company will give. You have to cook meal for yourself. So whatever aspirations and all, don't expect that company will cook and give it to you.
2 points I want to highlight. First thing is they are in habit of doubting everything. So sometimes they say things to motivate us only, and people just make big things out of big discussions out of it, and then the point is they make big issues, but then nothing is done. Yes, they should not touch our personal space. Looking at the sensitivity of the issue, we have cases wherein these issues, personal issues, many times they are very sensitive to a particular person. You don't know what kind of personal life he or she is having. How long you can stare at your wife, how long you can talk to your husband, or sometimes we just say, the call between husband and wife, it should end in 30 seconds. What you are talking with your wife for 2 hours? So you don't know what she or he is going in personal life. So yes, it should not be there. You should not touch a single inch of personal life of your employee.
Said, and I do agree, like we should not touch the personal zone and we should not comment on different genders, different, situations. Tarun, over to you. What's your closing points and statement?
Yes, definitely. No, I covered a lot of areas, but few areas which I missed and which I would say also I would like to add into the list. One is definitely diversity, right? So every person is different. So the same recipe may not work for everyone. So figuring out what is the best suitable contribution or the style of work for everyone is what managers or corporates they have to identify. Also, everyone is different. Someone may have health issues if they sit for long working hours. Some people may get basic depending on their medical condition, age, or their genes, they may get into different problems, not kind of have a same stereotype or kind of a blueprint for everyone. Then another aspect which I also thought is financially also companies should give advices to employees that how they can manage their finances, taxes, so that money is also working 9 to 5 and they get the maximum benefits from the salary which they got. So providing them advices on how to invest your money wisely, or how to manage their taxes and how to take care of various facilities which are there in the organization. That is also important. So this is something which I would like to add.
Takeaways from today's session. So yes, everyone is different. We have to embrace the diversity, and diversity is good. Companies are trying a lot. Employees are trying a lot. Make that hard work turn into reality. Let's make it happen. So how we'll make it happen is like small changes, small awareness, whatever we can bring in our part. Like we should do that. We should act more and talk less. Last part is like let's not make these things a comparative comments to the sensitive parts. So always as a leader, let's be always mindful that what comparisons we are using hurt someone, or like different people are in different situations. So thank you so much everyone for spending your afternoon and mornings in today's discussion. So it was like a small initiative from New Era Bondz and Dev Skills to just bring up this discussion and see what like the junior and mid senior level and senior level employees think about these discussions going on in social media. Thank you so much.